As many holidaymakers in KwaZulu-Natal start heading back home, traffic volumes are of course picking up then on the N3 again. Let's get an update then. We are now joined via Zoom by N3 Toll Concession Operations Manager Thania Dhoogra via Zoom. A very good afternoon to you, Thania. Thank you for joining us here on SABC News.
Hi, good afternoon, Flo, and good afternoon to all your viewers. Thank you for having us.
You're most welcome. Let's talk about what traffic is like at this time. We'd heard a huge number there, 1,000-something per hour cars going through that particular route. What can you tell us at this time? And of course, some advice to the road users. I'm sure they won't be hearing us because we're on TV, but those who will be heading out using that particular route.
Well, we've recorded some excessive traffic volumes on the N3 toll route. We reached highs of about 2,000 vehicles an hour along various places on the route. The current statistics are just over 1,750 vehicles an hour at the toll plaza. So that's where a lot of people have already reached the Gauteng borders, if you like. But it's been fairly busy throughout most of the day. We are seeing some inclement weather on the southern section of the route, which does contribute to more dangerous driving conditions. But for the most part, the road has been fairly open and there's been nothing significantly disrupting the flow of traffic on the route.
And would you say that, at this time, the traffic volumes over this festive season have sort of returned to, pre-COVID times, if we're looking at, the sort of numbers, because, you'd remember that, the past couple of years, we've been obviously having some travel restrictions. And now I wonder if people are really sort of taking advantage of the fact that we can now sort of freely travel.
Well, what we are seeing is that there's a very similar trend and pattern to what we've seen in the past. Not necessarily reaching as high as we have, pre-COVID, but definitely very similar and very close. And as I said, with highs of about 2,200 vehicles an hour heading down towards KwaZulu-Natal before Christmas, that was staggered over, a couple of days. We're definitely seeing that there was a significant volume of traffic that went down to the coast and will be making their way back home.
Yeah. And with regards to any incidents reported, I know you said that there's been nothing sort of obstructing any of the traffic, but have you heard anything concerning, any incidents, any perhaps accidents, on the road thus far? It's always, concerning when people are traveling, long distances, these sort of issues.
Very much so. Fortunately, nothing that's been reported to us, but obviously we do encourage our road users to keep an open channel of communication with us. They can talk to us on our 24-hour helpline on 0800 63 4357, or they can follow us on Twitter and have their passengers tweet us if they do come across anything that we haven't yet become aware of. Emergency services, law enforcement officials, and N3TC's own route patrol services are monitoring the highway on a continuous basis, patrolling up and down. So they do tend to come across incidents fairly quickly, but obviously every possible bit of help that we can get and all eyes and ears will definitely come in handy.
All right, Thania, many thanks to you. That is Thania Dhoogra joining us via Zoom from the N3 Toll Concessions. She is the operations manager there. Let me just repeat that number she gave. If there are any incidents that you'd like to report, there's a toll-free number, I believe, 0800 63 4357, 0800 63 4357. That's the N3 Toll Concession. If there is anything important you'd want to relay a message of.